guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. I hope you are all happy and well. I'm just going to be doing a simple little thing today. I thought I would just start off doing another sort of like no-sew journal, no-sew binder journal, because I like to have different things to work on depending on what sort of mood I'm in. So I just fancy doing another no-sew journal because I haven't done one for a while. I've got all my lovely fairy pictures, which are just beautiful, but I found another little ballet dancer, and I just think these make such beautiful toppers for journals, so I'm going to use her. I'll link this down anyway under the video where I got it from. Got an envelope, so I'm just gonna just make today. It's a bit of a day which is, I'm not quite sure what to do. It's a sort of like a look back on certain things that reflecting on, because it would be my mum's birthday today, because her birthday is always the day before mine. So I'm just sort of doing what I would like today. This afternoon we're going to go out and maybe have some lunch, or maybe go pop to the garden centre like I always do and go and pick up a little plant of some sort to pop in the garden. We've got a lovely little bit in our garden which has got some roses for Mum, which whenever it's sort of like an anniversary or something like that, we sort of like pop off and get a nice little rose to go in there. So today I'm just doing a little something that, you know, a little bit of just a make. So please do join me, stay around and join me. I'm going to be using maybe a little bit of lace. I got all this was out of a box that I had and I hadn't really looked at it, so I've just grabbed that and I'm going to be using that. I've got a big selection of papers, and as you know, I print all my papers off because I do the instant ink. So when I've got papers left over, I normally sort of like print some off and use up my ink, well, you know, my allocated number of pages that I can do. So I am going to, not quite sure, I like this rosy one. I think that's quite apt for today. And this is a little envelope. So I'm just thinking this could probably like be the front of the journal, couldn't it? I like to do a sort of a little front cover that's a bit sort of flippy and flappy, if you know what I mean. But I'm kind of liking this rose underneath, but I don't really want to cover it all up. And I'm just wondering if I cut round this little rose, I could just stick that inside there, couldn't I? Maybe just trim this so it's not so big. Do you think that would work? So if that would go up into there, I don't want this so big. Don't want this too big, but I might wrap it round. I'm going to cut it. Let's just cut this in half. I'm going to use this one here. What we got on the back, we've got some more roses on there. I sort of cut this paper down, but I didn't do a very good job. I did it on my big Vivor cutter, but I didn't really measure it properly. I'm going to cut a little bit of that off, just down there, because I don't want this too big. That will go up in there. I do apologise if you can hear lots of noise. There's the guy opposite is renovating the top of his house. Well, it's his sort of balcony. So they're digging it up. I think they're retiling it or something, so I do apologise if there's going to be lots of noise. I'm going to just do it like that for a minute. Let's pop this. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take my knife. I've got my big one. And I'm just going to, I think, go around just this leaf. I know it's not going to be perfectly cut out, but just a little bit, so the little corner bit can just pop up into it, so we see this rose underneath. And just go around these leaves like so. around like that. We've got a beautiful day. It's absolutely gorgeous out there. Lovely, lovely weather. Okay. Do you think that's enough? Oh, look at that. That's fabulous. Don't really have one this end. I suppose I could stick something. It's a bit too wide. Maybe I'll go a bit further in. I can. Shall I go around this leaf? Like that. Do you think that will... Oh! Oh, gently, gently. Let's go right up into there. Like that. Yeah, because I suppose I could cut that leaf off and go a little bit higher, couldn't I? Yeah, I'm going to cut these leaves off, actually. I'm going to just trim this so it's not... I'll do it with my scissors because I think it's going to be a little bit easier. Now I've got a little hole in there. Just so. There we go. Doesn't matter about the little hole underneath because we're not going to see that. And then I can come up a little bit higher. Okay. Let's go round. Doesn't mean we have to go that high, but as long as it's in there. My knife is a little bit big. I could do with a smaller one, actually. Okay, that's a little bit better, isn't it? Oh, I like that. I was going to use this one, isn't it? Let's use this way round. That could even go around the end of that envelope. What do you think? I need to go a little bit higher. I need to do a little bit more. Just around there, so she slots in a little bit better. There we go. Don't want it to cover her face. We can stick that down. That's nice, isn't it? And that will just about fit, I think. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut her down as well. I think I need a little cutter. I think if I cut this down a little bit, we'll have a little bit more room. I don't want to cut this side down because then that rose will go over her head and we don't want that. So that looks pretty good, doesn't it? There we go. Then that can wrap around to that side. Okay, that's going to work. That will work lovely. I believe. Right, I'm going to just get my little scoreboard. And then let's go to this side. Measure this up. I didn't really think about what I was doing. I had an idea, but I think if we go down this one, that's pretty close, but I think it should be okay. Just down there. Like that, and bend this bit over. Oh look, I've just did it over the envelope nitwit. This will stick in there, like that, right up to that edge. And then this will go around this bit like that. And then this bit, so I need to mark this bit then, don't I? Which is there. Okay. That should be about right. Oh look, that's so pretty, isn't it? And then that will go round. Okay, and then I'll just chop that little end bit off. Okay. I think that's right. Oh, it's wrong way round. That's because I got this upside down. Oops. Oh, let's pop that back up there. Okay, that's that. And then we just need to just trim, I think, just a tiny bit off here. I'd like to put a little bit of lace or something on here, so we only want just about that much. Little eyeball, let's just eyeball it roughly there, like so. And then that's so pretty. Oh, so pretty. I think I should stick this on here first. Let's cut this bit. Let's mark this piece off. Is that in there nicely? Go around, and then I can just cut this off, so hopefully that will be on there, like so. Do you guys ever have a day when you just want to just do, you know, what you want, when you want? I know some of us aren't lucky enough to do what we want when we want, but there are days when I just want to, which I'm lucky enough because I can just sort of sit here and do things. Days when I don't really want to do anything, but I do end up sort of crafting of some sort. I like that. I think that's going to make a lovely, lovely front bit. So this bit, I probably didn't even need all of that actually, because I would probably stick it to something else, or a piece of, should we open that? Because we want to use this, don't we? Like that. Okay, do you know what? I'm going to just stick this onto here, because as we will be here all day, I'm going to stick this little piece on there. What should we use? Let's use a little bit of tacky glue. Down there. So guys, what are you working on? You working on anything? I know lots of you saw my Instagram video, so you're making the little toppers, which I just love. I love these little ballerina girls. I think they're just beautiful, aren't they? I'm just wondering whether to just stick that down. Should I stick that down? Should I pop a little bit of lace in there before I stick it down? That will be quite pretty, won't it? What have I got? That's a bit big. That's a bit heavy, I think. This is quite pretty though, isn't it? I just stick a little bit along there. It can be quite scruffy. It doesn't have to be, you know, perfect. What should we stick that on? Then that will go sandwich in between there. She will slot in there. I could even put another little layer of lace along there as well, couldn't I? Because that would just sort of sandwich in. That goes in. She could do with something behind her actually. But I might just stick this bit down underneath, and then I can, at some point, I can just tuck something in. So let's put this along here. Like that. I don't really want to sew because obviously it's an envelope and I don't want to sew the envelope up. Really, I'm going to pop a little bit of this glue on here to go over the lace, and then the rest of it can be this. So let's just go around this bit and just around that edge. Should be okay. Stick that down. Lovely. This bit's hanging over, but I don't think that matters because we don't know what we're going to do with the little spiny bit yet. I'm going to stick this piece down onto there. There we go. Perfect. Not quite sure. It doesn't matter about this bit because I don't know what I'm going to be doing with that anyway. But whether I'm going to have a piece of card in there or a piece of paper, I don't know. We shall see. We can add something on there. Love it. Love it. I'm going to put that in there like that and just stick this bit down. I don't normally do stick the front bits on, but I'm going to stick this on like that because I just think that's so pretty. Pop you in there. I'm going to hold that up just to make sure it's straight. Not sure, I might have a little bit of something coming under there, so I'm not going to stick that one down either. Oh, what a good start. What a good start. Okay. Let's make a little flappy thing. Shall we have... Don't really want to use the rose on the rose because I like it to look a bit more eclectic-y. Let's have a look. These are quite bright. That's pretty. What's on the back? That will work. Lots of little bits to put into my... I'm going to get rid of this. My scrap box of bits. I'm going to get my scrap box out of paper. It's only small because I've whittled it right down. But I think I will... Oh, that's a bit too similar, isn't it? I want to make some more scrappy bits, I think. That's a bit too similar. Should we do a bit of green? Green with the roses. This one looks like it should be roses, doesn't it? I think I'm pulling out all the rosy bits, so I think that's what it's going to be. That's lovely. Oh look, we got roses on the back. Okay. That can go like that. I could have actually stuck it onto there, couldn't I? No, I'm not. I'm going to just stick it on here. I'm going to stick that. Just make it a tiny little bit bigger so it pops out like that. Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, we could probably use the whole of this, couldn't we? Use the whole of that paper. So if I stick that onto there, then we should do this. I think I should stick something on there. So that will go on. So that does that, and then this piece is a separate piece, so that will come out. Once it's stuck on it, that will ping out. Okay, so that bit's going to go on there, but I need to put something on here, and I think I will just use this little rosy bit that was left over on here. So I'm going to, that will go right up to there, like that. I'm going to mark it there, and mark it there, and we shall cut that little section off. Might have to make this just a little bit smaller, I think, because that's not going to fit in there, is it? Tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Just like this. Oh, go on, in you go. I only want to push it in there so I can cut around it so it's equal. There we go. Okay, once we've got it in, we can grab the pencil and go around, oopsie daisy, like that. And then once we cut that off, that should be the right size. It should fit. Let's hope so. There we go. Fabulous. So that will fit on there like that. Do we like the blue? I don't want to cover that too much. I kind of like the blue in there. I don't want to disguise the fact that it was an envelope, if you know what I mean. It's quite nice to have that blue in there. So let's just ink this up. I really do love just making things up as I go along. I don't know whether you're the same. Do you like to just make up things as you go along and see how they turn out? Because sometimes we try and get things to be so perfect, don't we? That it doesn't always have to be. Let's just add a little bit of ink to that. Because, you know, we can all do videos like this and make stuff, but I think sometimes it's quite nice to just be free. Just be free and do it however we like to do it. Just go with the flow. Like we say, there are no rules. We like no rules journals, don't we? Let's go down. A little bit of glue all the way along. Yeah, I haven't made one of these for a while, so I thought it was about time we had a little play and put them on. And this is the nice thing, because you can make these any size you want. You can make little tiny ones, you can make bigger ones. Just get envelopes and just cover things to do it. So that feels quite sturdy now. That's a little bit better, and then we've got a little bit in here. Nice little bit here. I'll stick this down a bit better. I'm going to leave that because I might add a little bit of lace around the top or something of that, so I'm not worried too much about that. Now this one, I've forgotten what I was going to do now. I think it goes in like that, doesn't it? Pop that in like so. Do we want it that tall? Might actually cut a little bit of this off, because that will do that. And then we're going to make this. Not sure whether I'm going to do that properly, is it? Let's have a think. If that sticks on, this is going to pull out, but it's going to pull out wrong, isn't it? Because we need to open it like that. Well, unless I just have like a little pocket in there. Well, that would, no, because that's going to be the hinge. So we can't do it like that. I bet you were all shouting at me, weren't you, going, you can't do it like that. So we need to do it different ways. So that's going to have to stick on. Do you reckon it's going to have to go this way? Like that, isn't it? And then this will pull out. Like that. I think that's probably better. So this will open up, that will stick down, and then this will pull out. Like that. And then we just attach another page to that. Oh gosh, this is really not working, is it? Do you think that's going to be too thick there then? So that will come out. Do you know, my brain is not working today. It's not figuring this out. I'm going to cut this bit because that's all. Let's do a bit of cutting. Let's do a little bit of trimming when I have a little think. Just trim this little bit down. I think I need to do another piece because this isn't working. I think I folded it wrong. Did I fold that wrong? Could that go in? can go in, can't it? We just have this bit on the back, which I don't really like. So I suppose you could... Okay, I'm going to give that... I don't want that piece. It's not working, guys. It's not working. Let's go back into our little pile. So do bear with me, guys. Do bear with me. We will get there in the end. Shall we have bright? Shall we have pretty? Shall we have a bit... Oh, look, there's the beautiful rose. So we could just make a page. Shall we just do a page? And I think then this could be a tuck. Okay. Right. This is what we're going to do. I quite like it that length, actually. And then when we open up, we've got this beautiful big rose in there. I'm going to come down just a fraction. I don't want it that big. So I'm going to go down with my ruler, wherever that is. What have I done with my ruler? There it is. So I'm going to go... Is that in there properly? Should I just tear that off? Or am I going to make a mistake? Let's just do that. Okay. I'm going to bring this down because I don't want it as big, because I like them to go bigger as they go back. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this up as like a little tuck in there. Like that. So this will tuck in like that. So this will stick to that. We'll add something onto here. Maybe we'll have a little rose or something on there. And then I can add another page on to that. There we go. That will go on there. Like that. Because I like the little bit of lace hanging off the bottom. Fabulous. Let's just ink this. Yeah, my brain's not quite figuring this out today. I think I'm elsewhere, guys. I am not with it today, but that's okay. It's understandable, I think. So I'm actually going to just stick this in. Like that. Oh, I've gone over that. Let's just trim that off. Okay, so that's going to sit in there, and then we're going to have a little thing, and then I'm going to have another little piece down through there. Okay, that's what we shall do. That's right, because we don't want that on the front, do we? Lest we do that. Lest we do that. No, and I don't want to. No, I'm going to carry on with what I was going to do. We're going to stick this down. Like that, and then that will just open up. Oh my gosh, so sorry guys, I'm really struggling. That's little pockets. Let's stick this down first. Then I'm going to stick this bit all the way down this like that. So we've got like a little tuck that will go there. Then this will stick down. Okay. Then that means when we pop a little card in there, we can have all of that. Do you know what I mean? So we've got all of that. So it's not like a little tuck that things will fall out, because we've got this bottom pocket bit. And then, before I do anything, I've got my little flowers in here. I must have something in there here that I could stick on there. Oops. Just what I mean. So we've got this beautiful rose. Should we have that one? I think that's sort of the biggest one, isn't it, I've got here. Use the little ones, the little orange one. What's that one? A couple of pansies. We don't want some pansies, do we? I need a bigger one. What we got? That's not bigger. Oh, there's two there. And that was the same. I actually like this one. I like that one, I think. That will fit on there. Perfect. What's that? It's just a piece of paper. Let's have a little bit of inking. Shall I pop a little bit of lace behind this? That would be pretty, wouldn't it? So we've got to remember I've got to stick something down through here as well. But I want that to sort of fit on there. What's this? Oh, look, this is that lovely, lovely, lovely lacy stuff. Let's cut a little bit of this off. Shall we just gather that up like that and stick that on? Oh, lovely. We shall do that. Let's have some 3-in-1. Pop that on there. What should I do? Just scrunch that up like that, and then this needs to go this way, doesn't it? So it attaches to all of that. I'm actually going to use a little bit of 3-in-1 again on here, so I can go down here and that little bit there. Like that. Okay. Look how pretty that is. That's lovely. Oh, I like that. Right. Is that going to stick on there? Right, I mustn't fiddle with that because it will fall off. But then that means we've got quite a big card, quite a big thing that we can stick right in there. Fabulous. And that opens up, and that looks so pretty. Definitely going to be this rosy, isn't it? Do we want this the same? What are the rosy bits we have in here? Lots of these bits are rosy, aren't they? Oh, that's lovely. What's on the back? Oh, more roses. Fabulous. See, that's quite pretty too. Let's take these out. I like these papers. What do you think? Should we go with the blue? The blue looks nice on the back of that, doesn't it? Okay, so now we need to make a little flap on here. I think it goes this way. So this will open out onto this piece unless I fold this and make like a little this way. It's got to go this way. So how far out do I need it to go? Just another tiny little bit more, and then fold that like that. Okay. There we go. So that will sit on there. Just gradually making each one just that little bit bigger. Then that will open up like that. Then what I can just do is a little bit in there. Super. Shall I make this into a little tap? Try not to have all these little leftover pieces. So that will open up, and then this will open up like that. That will open up like that. And that will open up like that. And that can go. Might actually cut a tiny bit of this off, or would that work? That's too small. I'm going to cut the bottom off, a little bit off the bottom, because it's a little bit too long. Am I confusing you guys? I think I'm confusing myself a little bit. go. Like that. I'm going to cut just a tiny bit. Oh, it's too long. It's too long. Let's take this one out. I'm going to take a little bit off this side because I want to use this. I'll just fold that down. Fold that down and then cut that little bit off. Like that. So then that will do that. This little piece here, this little thin bit, it's going to fix these two pieces together, but I think I'm going to go with a darker blue. Like that. There. Don't want it to be. Stick it all the way. Snip that little bit off. I'm going to. That's about right, isn't it? Let's do a little bit of inking before I stick that down. I think I might just stick this on here and give it time to the glue to stick. Let's just. There we go. So that will just stick on there. Move that little bit out of the way. There we go. Lovely. And then that will be our little flap to attach our other little page on. Try and get them level so the back page is level. And if you've seen me do this before, you'll know that I do sandwich stuff in between. So I'm glad I left that open because I sort of like wrap it around the spine. But that's so pretty. Oh, so pretty. Oh, that's what we were going to do. Ink, wasn't it? There we are. Digging up the whole of their top patio outside. It's a really beautiful Portuguese house that we can see opposite, and they're digging it up. So I'm just quite intrigued to see what they're going to be doing on the top of there. Going to have a beautiful view from their roof because we've got a lovely sea view. Although we haven't got a, looking out of my craft room window, I can see the sea. But they did build a humongous, great big house. So it blocked a little bit of our view away, but we can still hear the sea, as you guys probably know. It sounds just beautiful. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to stick that down yet, but I'm going to stick this to there. Like that. I don't really want that little bit of lace stuck down. I want that to stick out, so I need to tuck that underneath. Make sure I don't stick it on there. You can stick it down as long as it's paper to paper. You can use tacky glue to stick this down, but if you've got a little bit of fabric in there, I would use a little bit of 3-in-1 or you know, maybe even a little bit of glue gun or something. Use a stronger glue, but 3-in-1 should work really well. There we go. Okay, that's looking pretty good, and that's our little spine in there like that. So that will open up, that will open up, that will open up like that, and then this opens up as another page, which is fabulous. And I might kind of like, oh no, that's fine, that should be okay. I was going to slice that down just a little bit, but I won't. So I like them to go out. I can just make this one, next one, a little bit bigger. It comes out, loving it. Okay, one more page. One more page of confusion, guys. And then that will be it for today. Let's use this one. Like that. Stick that on. Should I stick that on like that? I like this little glass stained window there. Stained glass window, I mean. So I'm going to come down because obviously I don't want it to be as long unless we go this way. Should we do it the right way instead of... So that's going to have to go like that, I think. Let's just mark that down. Snip that off. And we make a little piece in there. Let's take, where's my little scoreboard gone? That will be long enough. Let's go this way. Just score a little line down through here to attach. And then we will see what we're going to do with this end bit. Will go along. I don't actually want that showing on the front. I really don't want that showing on the front at all. So what I need to do, if I use that for the next page, I don't know if I could do that. No, it won't, will it? Sorry guys, I'm really chatting to myself. That's not going to work. I'll have to put it on another page. I'm going to cut a piece of this down. Oh my golly. Oops. Going to fold that down to make our little what are they called? There we go. Our hinge, that's what it's called. We're going to pop a little hinge on here, like that. Or should we have this side? I think we'll have this side. Pop our little hinge on. Like that. Then we can join these papers together. I'm going to have to cut that off, I think. Do I have to cut that off? See, but... oh my gosh, guys, my brain is really, really not working. Too many things on my desk. I think that's probably why I'm giving myself way too much choice. I should have just taken a few bits of paper out. That's what I always say to you guys, isn't it? Too much choice. Don't give yourself too much choice. And what have I done today? Given myself a great big pile of paper. Lots of lace. Not in the best thoughts today either. Not in the best crafty thoughts anyway. I think I'm a little away with the fairies today, so I do apologise if this is a bit of a funny old video. There we go. So this is going to open out. That's going to put another little page on. So the only other thing I could do, I've got a little piece here that we can attach something to. But I could put this onto here, couldn't I? So that would fit on there. Do you know, I'm just going to stick that on and see where we end up. I'm going to pop that on here, like this, on the outside. Normally put it on the inside, but I'm going to pop this on the outside, like this. And that together. Like that. There we go. Lovely. Then this, I'm going to bring slightly over, I think. There we go. And then I've got this little piece, which I haven't got a clue what we're going to do with. So this piece comes out like that. That comes down. This comes out. What should we do with this little piece? Shall I add a little section on? Or I could add a little flip out pocket, couldn't I? This does that. Okay. That does that. We've got a little pocket in there. That opens up. We've got that pocket in there. This comes over. This pulls out. Like that. We could attach something to there maybe so it comes out a little bit more. Put that in, we could have a little tuck in there and that could come this way. Couldn't we? Like that. And that's quite nice to write on. Look, we've got the little lines on there. Do you know, I'm going to do that. I am going to do that because that fits on there pretty well. I just glue these pieces down. This is a little tuck in there. I'm going to round to the corners. Round the corners on here. Like that. Pop that in there and glue that on, and then we've got a little bit of writing, a little journaling space on the back, which is quite nice actually, isn't it? There we go. Pop that on and stick that down. Okay, so I need to glue down here. Glue down that bit and then glue just down the sides to give ourselves a little pocket. And then take this and do that. Like so. So that is perfect, isn't it? Oh, I do like that. So then we've got like a little pocket in there and this will come out. Oh guys, we're getting there in the end. Getting there in the end. So this is looking lovely, isn't it? Oh, I do like it. I do like it. That's lovely. I like that idea. And then we've got this page here. So I've got this little bit, which I didn't want to cut off because I love this little bit of stained glass window. Right. I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. That's sort of like taken my mind off a few things today. So I'm going to leave it there. I don't know how long this video is, but I think that's pretty good. Sorry if I sort of confused you a little bit. It's one of those days today. We all have those days, don't we? So I think I will leave that there, and maybe I'll have a little play with this later. Keep my mind occupied. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fab rest of the day. I'm going to be going off and doing all sorts of little bits and pieces today. So do take care, stay safe, and I will probably see you on Friday. All right, guys. Bye.